Hello, children. How are you all? Welcome back to Piyali's House of Knowledge. Today, I am back with you all with another story of class 10. This is from Footprint Without Feet, from that book you're having, The Thief's Story. Okay, thieves. You know what is the meaning of thief? Thieves means the a thief, chore. Okay, it's a story about a thief, and which is written by the famous writer Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was a very famous writer. He has written many stories, and you must have gone through that in your previous class also. So, without wasting any time, let's come back to the story itself. The story begins with the line, I was still a thief when I met Anil and only 15. I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So, who is I? I is the narrator. So, I is the narrator and Anil is another character. So, in the very first line, the narrator is telling that I met Anil. So, here thief whose story the whole uh, chapter is the narrator. Now you will say, so Miss narrator is the Ruskin Bond. Of course, here narrator is mentioning himself to be I. That means he is the Ruskin Bond. Okay. So narrator was only 15 years old when he met Anil. So Anil is the second character. So two characters we are getting. One is the narrator and another is the Anil. So basically, this narrator, I mean the person who is the thief of the story, his motto is to convince people of various grounds and to make them feel that he is very close to them and he is going to be very profitable to them, and so that they will be very easy with the narrator, so that he can be very frank to them, he can be very what should I say, friendly to them, and by being friendly, by being very close, he will try to understand whether the person with whom he is conversating, or he is doing his carry on his dialogues and conversations, whether the person is actually having any uh, legitimate material with him or not, that is money or not. Because thieves attention was, or thieves target was, to take all the money or something beneficial thing which the other person standing next to him should have, so that he can get himself benefited and his regular life works will carry on with that. মানে কিছুদিন কিছু টাকা পয়সা নিয়ে নিলাম কারোর কাছ থেকে, নিয়ে কিছুদিন আমার চললো, আবার ওরা যেই শেষ হতে গেল তখন আবার আরেকজনের কাছ থেকে আমি নিয়ে নিলাম, আই টেক the money from another person. Like this, my lifestyle will, or my life cycle will go on. So similarly, very casually, as a regular basis, he met with Anil, and there he was trying to convince him. He tried to have a good conversation with him, and Anil was also very becoming very easy to him. They were busy in their talking, like, you look a bit of a wrestler yourself. So the very first line which the narrator told to Anil was, you are looking like a wrestler, right? So you are looking like a wrestler, and so Anil also said that you are also looking like a wrestler, same to you. So, and so their conversation kept on going and going and going and going, and suddenly, by appealing himself in front of him very frankly, he told him that okay, now when we are friends, when we are very good to each other, when we are so easy with each other, so why don't you keep me with you? So narrator Anil said that how can I keep you with me when I myself don't know that somehow or the other I can manage my everyday's work, but how can I keep you with me when, for, like, to keep someone with me or to keep someone along with me, or to make someone live with me to so that he or she can do the household chores, I need enough amount so that I can pay him off or pay her off. So Anil was telling that I'm not having so much amount. Neither I am a very good person who is doing a standardized job. So how can I keep you with me? I'm just carrying on my lifestyle as if somehow or the other I can carry it forward. So he told that okay, no need to pay me anything. I'll stay with you. I'll remain with you. I'll do all the household calls and I'll just remain with you. I'll feed myself. I don't require any money. So he said that think about it before you are coming to live with me. Just think about it because I'll not be able to pay you anything. What I can do is I can feed you. I can give you enough food to eat. I can give you. I'll try my level best to supply you clothes so that you can make yourself comfortable with that. And in return, you are going to cook for me. You are going to do all the household chores for me, which I will not. So if you are ready with this, if you agree with this, then you must welcome. So you can come. Otherwise, please don't think to remain with me because I'll not be able to pay out anything to you. Okay. And finally, Anil told that, do you know how to cook? Rana bana korte paro. You can cook. So he said that, narrator said that, yes, I can cook. I can cook. I know how to cook. So Anil said, okay, then you come with me, you will cook for me. We will live together. Okay, finally, Anil took him with him, and that night he cooked the dinner. But the dinner was like, yuck, it could not be taken. That the narrator could easily realize that whatever he had cooked or whatever dinner he has prepared for both of them was a terrible thing and it was very hard to intake. Okay, but Anil was so nice, so well mannered, so well gestured that he didn't say anything. He took it with a very vague face and later on he gave it to the street dogs. Now, narrator or the boy, he introduced himself to be Hari Singh. His name was Hari Singh. Let me tell you, this is not his actual name. Later on, you will come to know why and what is the reason behind it that he didn't say his own original name. Okay, that we will see later. Anyways, so he gave the food to the street dogs. So Hari Singh could realize that food was so terrified that it could not be taken. ঠিক আছে, খাওয়ার মতন ছিল না খাবারটা। যাই হোক, তবুও অনিল কিছু বললো না। Anil didn't say anything. Anil just patted on his back and said that no, don't not to worry about my dear. আমি তোমাকে রান্না করা শিখিয়ে দেবো। I'll teach you how to cook. And they managed. The narrator, he slept in the balcony and Anil slept inside the room. And this way the days were passing out. Actually, Anil used to write two or three small writings, and in return he used to get money. And whatever he used to get, he was just carrying out his everyday course. This boy, this Hari Singh, so-called Hari Singh, he used to cook for him. He used to do all household chores for him. And at the end of the day, when Anil used to come, they used to sit together. So Anil told one day that I'll teach you something. You know how to read and write. So Hari Singh told that no, I don't know. So Anil said that okay, I'll teach you English. You will learn. Okay, because when you are going out to buy something, at least you should know this much, that what amount you are giving to the shopkeeper and what amount the shopkeeper is giving back to you, whether he is not befooling you, মানে তোমাকে বোকা বানাচ্ছে কিনা, তোমার কাছ থেকে বেশি টাকা নিয়ে নিচ্ছে কিনা, তুমি কম টাকা দিচ্ছ বা তুমি বেশি টাকা দিচ্ছ সে তোমাকে কম রিটার্ন দিচ্ছে কিনা, এটাও তো তোমার জানার দরকার। ইউ শুড লার্ন দ্যাট, ইউ শুড নো দ্যাট। তো আইল টিচ ইউ, ঠিক আছে, ইউ উইল কুক and I'll teach at the night. After a while, I'll come back from my work. I'll teach you. So the days were going on, going on, going on. One day, narrator thought that this is not my work. Coming, getting up early in the morning, cooking, serving food, having some food, again going to sleep, going to bed. This is not my work. আমি এরকম না, after all I'm a thief. আমি একটা চোর, আমার একটা ডিগনিটি আছে। সো হোয়াট শুড আই ডু? আই শুড স্টিল, চুরি করতে হবে। অনেকদিন চুরি করিনি, নিয়ার অ্যাবাউট আ মান্থ আই এম স্টেইং ওভার হিয়ার। এটা চলতে পারে না। অ্যাকচুয়ালি সেই লাইক a person who actually, for suppose a cook, let's take an example of a cook. Now, what is the work of a cook? He or she will come, they will cook for some family or something. Again, at the end of the month, they'll get the money, and their days will go on. Their life will, this the life cycle goes on. Now, when the person who is basically a cook will be keep on sitting in a room doing nothing, and after a certain time he or she will feel, what the hell, I'm sitting idly like an idiot, I'm doing nothing, I need to cook, I need to do something, otherwise I'm not feeling good. So the same thing happened with this thief. He felt that I'm a thief, I need to steal, I have to get something. What the hell I'm doing? I'm getting up in the morning, I'm cooking, I'm doing all this, done this and that, and it's rolling on, the cycle is going on. This cannot be done. So one day at the night, Anil came back with a bunch of rupees in his hand. Say 600 to 700 rupees, something like that. And it was more than enough for the thief. And he just have a look. Wow, eto taka. Great. And what Anil used to do whenever he used to get some money in his hand, he used to pick out a 50 rupees note or a 30 rupee, whatever he felt comfortable, and he used to give it over to the narrator, the Hari Singh. Now this time he got a huge amount of money, so Hari Singh was very happy. "Arey, now this is the golden chance. Okay, I have to grab this money and just rush out from the room. But when should I go and how should I do?" He planned out anything. Okay, so at the night, fine. Then at the night when the dinner will be over, Anil will be happy. He'll go to bed. I'll just see where he's going to keep the money. And at night, when he'll be deep in his sleep because of the whole day stressed out condition, he'll be deep in sleep. I'll slowly catch the money and I'll just run off. 10:30 train is there. I'll catch the train and I'll just go out. So everything was planned. He was fully prepared. He cooked the dinner very quickly. They had it, and both of them go to bed. So at the night, when everything was calm, cool, and quiet, and Anil was deep in his sleep, slowly, Hari Singh get up. He was like, awake. Okay, now the time has come to do my work, to do my job. He very slowly crawled on the your floor and went close to the Anil's bed. And Anil had kept the amount under his pillow. So he just put his hand inside. Yes, I got it. He took out the money and he rushed up from the room. Okay, he went off. When he was out in his room, he was walking to the station. Something was going inside his mind. Actually, he was not happy. He should be happy. এতগুলো টাকা পেয়েছে, এতদিন বাদে পেয়েছে. So he should be very, very happy. But he was not happy from his mind. I'm not comfortable. Oh, what is going on? Why I can't be comfortable? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something was going on in his mind. What was going in his mind? What actually, what happens when somebody behaves with you very nicely, politely, he or she gives you proper respect, proper gesture he or she is maintaining, being very soft to you, very sweet to you, then if somehow or the other you feel to misbehave with the person, no, it will strike in your mind. No, he never spoke with me badly, He was so nice to me, and he was so kind to me. He was so polite to me. He used to speak, or she used to speak so lovely with me. How can I be so rude and harsh? No, this should not be done. That is what your inner soul, your conscience, it will strike you. Knock, knock, knock. Don't do it. দেখবে এই ঘটনা কিন্তু ঘটে when you do something wrong, something from inside you hurts, or something from you inside knocks you out. Don't do it, এটা করো না, this is wrong, right? So don't do it. The same thing was going on inside this mind, Hari Singh. And by this dilemma, when he was just fighting with himself, the train came, it stayed back, and it went off. So that was a nice, very night, chilled night. And when the train went off, he was standing like dumbstruck. He could not move. Anyway, so then he thought that now what to do? The train has gone. The money was with me. What shall I do? I don't know any other person over here except Mr. Anil. So what shall I do? And in the nearby lawn or a ground like thing, a bench was there. He went and sat there. Chilly air was going on. It was a chilly night. He was feeling a bit cold, like he was not having very good clothes with him so that he can protect himself from that. So finally, he thought that let me do one thing. Now it's too late. There is no other train. I'll go back. I'll put the money inside it. As it was cool outside, the air was going on, chill, and it was some rain was also, some drizzling was also there. It's like your পেঁজা পেঁজা তুলোর মতন যে বরফ পড়ে না, so that was also going on. So ভিজে ভিজে একটা ভাব ছিল, and so he thought ki chalo let's go back. Whatever is done is done. I will not be able to right now. I will not be able to catch up any train further. So slowly I'll go. I'll put the money inside the same place where it was, and I'll go back to my bed to sleep as if nothing has happened. And he did the same. Okay, he went off. He put the money. He kept the money under the pillow, and he went to bed. Next morning, he got up early. Before Anil could get up, he got up early. Can you tell me why? That is because he was having an anxiety in his mind कि I have to see whether Anil knows it or not. Whether Anil could detect that I have done that wrong thing with him, whether he could detect it or not. That I have to see. So he got up early before Anil, and he prepared cup of tea for both of them. 2 cups of tea he prepared. He served the tea to Anil, and he took 1 cup, and he was sitting like as if something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. What will happen? Oh God, save me, save me, save me. Something is going to happen. Like that, this feeling was going on inside his mind. And after some time, Anil, with a very casual look, he said, "Good morning. Very what a nice day." And he took out a 50 rupees note underneath his pillow and gave it to the narrator. "Keep it with you." Hari Singh told, "No, I don't require." Keep it, keep it. Keep it with you. And he gave the money to him. When he was putting out the money, he could feel that the money was wet. ভিজে ছিল. Why? Because last night drizzling was there. I told you na. এই স্নোর বৃষ্টি মতন হচ্ছিল. That made the money wet. Okay. And when he put out the money underneath his pillow, he could very nicely understand that Hari Singh tried to steal the money and went off. Somehow or the other, he could not go, and he came back. He knew everything. But you see how nice the guy was. Knowing everything, he said nothing, not even a single word to Hari Singh. And that Hari Singh also could detect that Anil understood everything, that yesterday night I was going to do something wrong with him, and I couldn't do. I came back. This was completely clear to Anil. But he was in anxiety, harassing that probably Anil will tell me something, but Anil said nothing. And he was as usually normal like other 5 days. This thing struck the heart of the narrator, and it turned him completely from a thief to a nice person. Because he felt that even if you are a person who steals, but if you get a person who is very nice to you, you will think at least twice before doing bad with the person. Okay, so here ends the story. Finally, the thief turned out to be a very good person. That is not mentioned, but that can easily be estimated. I hope you all have understood the story and enjoyed it. I have enjoyed a lot because it is a very different type of story. Thief's story, that is, a person who is bad can also be turned good if the person next to him is very good to him. Okay, so go through the lesson very nicely. If you have any doubts, drop box in the message. And finally, like every video, I request you all, please give a like. If you like the video, please give a like and subscribe my channel so that I get some new motivations to do something new to you. Okay, and I'll be back very soon with you all once again with Piyali's House of Knowledge, having another story of your class. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye bye.